Today, we're diving into a project called Bonded. It's built on this really simple but powerful idea. What if we could take all those quiet, informal ways we keep each other safe and turn them into a visible, powerful tool for change?
It all starts with a warning, just like this one. A quick text from a friend, a quiet word of advice. It's the kind of message I'm sure many of us have sent or received. It's a small act of looking out for someone, but it also points to a much, much bigger story.
And the idea for Bonded, it was actually sparked by this exact kind of scenario. The founder got a warning about catcalling near a construction site while she was on a simple bagel run. And then, just moments later, she drove past and saw it happening to someone else. That experience just threw a spotlight on this invisible system we all use, but, we rarely ever really acknowledge it.
And that gets at what we can call an oral tradition of safety. Think about it. It's this huge, invisible network we've all built to protect each other. We share tips about which streets to avoid, or we text to make sure someone got home okay. It's a really powerful system, but it's completely informal and undocumented.
So these quiet warnings, they're way more than just friendly advice. They're actually highlighting a massive systemic problem. There's this entire world of safety precautions that exists completely under the radar of any official data.
Just think about it for a second. We walk a little faster, we clutch our keys in our pocket, we cross the street to avoid a dark corner. The world often sees safety as this big policy issue, something for officials to handle. But for millions and millions of people, it's a personal, daily, lived experience. It's made up of all these small, undocumented rituals.
And the scale of this lived experience, it's just staggering. According to UN Women, 71% of women globally have experienced some form of sexual harassment in their lifetime. 71%.
Now, let's zoom in on a specific group. In the UK, a shocking 96% of women between the ages of 18 and 24 have experienced sexual harassment in public spaces. That's nearly universal for that group.
But here's the absolute kicker. Despite these overwhelming numbers, fewer than 10% of these incidents are ever officially reported to the authorities.
And this chart just lays it all out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this massive, widespread reality of what people are actually living through. And on the other, you have this tiny little sliver of official data. There's this huge gap between what is happening and what's actually being seen by the institutions that could create change.
Okay, so that brings up a really critical question. If these experiences are so common, why on earth does this enormous reporting gap even exist? Why do so many people stay silent?
Let's really break down the barriers that stop someone from turning their experience into an official report.
Well, the reasons are complex, and they're deeply personal. Official reporting can be a complicated, bureaucratic nightmare. Having to relive the event can be re-traumatizing. So many people feel like their experience wasn't serious enough to warrant a formal complaint. And a lot of the time, people just don't know where to go, or they don't trust that anything will actually be done about it.
This right here, this is the gap that Bonded was designed to address. Because at the end of the day, you can't fix a problem you can't see. If we really want to create safer public spaces, safer streets, safer campuses, safer transit systems, we first need a clear, honest picture of what's actually happening on the ground.
So, how do you close a gap that big? Well, the answer seems to lie in creating a totally new kind of tool. One that provides a digital voice for all these undocumented experiences.
And this is where Bonded comes in. It's a community-powered app that offers a really low-pressure, low-barrier way to document and share safety experiences. It's designed to turn all those quiet, informal warnings into visible, actionable signals.
And the process is designed to be super simple and user-focused. So if you experience something, you can just open the app and log it. Now, crucially, you control the privacy. You can share it anonymously or just with a trusted group of friends, or you can share it publicly to help inform the wider community. And every single log contributes to a real-time map.
So let's look at some of the key features. You've got map-based reports, so you can see where other people have felt unsafe. There are group alerts to let your friends know if something feels off in real time. You can post anonymously. You can securely collect evidence like audio or video, and there's an SOS feature for emergencies. It's really all about giving users control and giving them options.
And safety isn't just about our interactions with other people, it's also about our environment.
The Bond Fix-It feature lets users report infrastructure issues, like a broken streetlight or a blocked path, directly to the city teams that are responsible for fixing them. So it's a tool for improving our physical spaces too.
So what's the big picture here? What's the larger impact? Well, when you start to collect all this data, it does way more than just empower individuals. It actually provides the insight we need to reshape our collective environments and make them fundamentally safer for everyone.
You can really see the impact in two big ways. For people, it offers anonymity, control, and a low-pressure way to finally have their voice heard. But for places, we're talking cities, universities, and other institutions, it provides this incredibly powerful new dataset, real-time incident hotspots, crowdsourced infrastructure reports, and just a better feel for community sentiment that can help build trust with citizens.
And this isn't just a theory, it's already happening in practice. As part of the EU Meta Cities project, cities are using anonymized data from Bonded to inform better urban planning. Universities are using these reports to identify unsafe areas around campus and create smarter prevention strategies. And municipalities, they're using Bond Fix-It for faster citizen-driven repairs. It's working.
So, it all comes back to this one simple but incredibly powerful mission: to make the invisible visible. To take all those unseen experiences, those quiet warnings, and all that invisible data, and finally bring it into the light.
So ultimately what Bonded is doing here is pretty transformative. It's taking that scattered, informal oral tradition of safety, and it's turning it into a structured, collective, data-driven voice that can advocate for real, tangible change in all of our communities.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. What if those quiet warnings we share with each other aren't just a coping mechanism? What if they could actually become our most powerful tool for building the safer communities we all deserve?